Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
Powerhouse Paranormal
Topics with the umpires
of the unexplained. Sheena Metal.
That's right. It's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio. For more info on the show, latalkradio.com, hauntedplayground.com. I'm your host, Sheena Metal, and I'm at sheenametal.com. I'm anywhere on social media that you could think to go. That's where you find me, just at Sheena Metal everywhere. I'm also the founder of a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. We're at IamRaisingTheVibration.com and at our new nonprofit hub, which is RaisingTheVibration.org. We also have a fantastic online community. It's at TheVibrationNation.com. We're 12,000 strong and so proud of it. And I have a spiritual counseling business practice at IamRaisingYourVibration.com and at my new Sheena Metal Spiritual. We're building the site there, and I'm so excited about that. And we also have a blog and a vlog at AVibrationNation.com because it's a vibration nation, my friends. It's all about the vibration. So for a long time, people have asked me here on Haunted Playground, which is about to turn 9 next month here at LA Talk Radio, why, as a person in the spiritual community, I don't ever do readings on the air. And my answer was always very well thought out and sophisticated. I don't know. So last night, my same friends, Chinhee and Sunhee Park, that dragged me out of the psychic closet in 2014 and made me admit to my gifts publicly on the air, just decided that we were doing readings on the air. And they did a Facebook Live while I was running the calls here at LA Talk Radio. We did it for an hour on my daily Sheena Metal Experience show here on LA Talk Radio. I had no idea what it was going to be. It was amazing. And then I had a guest cancel last night for my Raising the Vibration show, which is Monday nights from 7 to 9. I called them back in. We did it for 2 more hours, and it was amazing. So this morning, who did I call but the amazing Jenny Stewart from the Paranormal Research and Resource Society and Animal Planet's favorite episode, The Ghost Box Prophecies, and said, you know how like we've been talking about sometimes doing readings together? Want to do it like in 2 hours on the air? So I came down here, hooked up with my amazing station manager at LA Talk Radio, Ronan Rosner, who is definitely the left half of my brain has been replaced, and Ronan just put like a chip in there and he runs it because I have no sense without him. And we threw this thing together, and if this works, then this is going to be the new face of Haunted Playground, where I have guests in. We do a Facebook Live, and the guests share their paranormal or spiritual expertise with you. And in this case, Jenny and I are going to do some readings, some healings, some spiritual counseling, some helping. I'm so excited. So here's how it works. We have a new Skype system here at LA Talk Radio, and Skype has gotten all fancy on us. So it used to be people would call in while I was on the phone with Jenny or whomever, and I could conference you into a 3-way, 4-way, 8-way call. It doesn't work that way anymore. Now Skype makes me call you in order to conference you in. So you need to text me if you want an on-air reading, an on-air healing, some on-air spiritual counseling, to talk to Jenny and me on the air at 818-437-0886. Yes, I have just given you my cell number on Facebook Live. So I'm either completely awesome or completely insane because I just did that. 818-437-0886. Now, here's what happens. Our call-in number is 818-602-4929. You're going to get a call probably from that number or from some number. I don't even know who calls you back when it's Skype, but I will be texting you the whole time saying, one call before you, you're up next. And then I will announce your name when we call you, so you'll be on the air and you'll know it's time for your reading. Now, the bad news is, first of all, it's a little confusing until you figure it out. Then it's awesome. The second kind of bad thing is because I have to do that and be on camera, because last night the twins were on camera, but I was not, and be running the board here, it means you all are going to get a whole lot of my resting bitch face. So when that happens, when you see a face that looks like an angry, grumpy prison warden scratch the way my mother looked when she was mad at me, just ignore it and know that it's my concentration face, and I love you all, and then concentrate on the beautiful vocal stylings of the auditory tonality of Jenny Stewart. Okay, sounds good? So here we go. Jenny, welcome to the show. All right. This is going to be what it's going to be.
I'm sorry. I can't stop.
We just kind of throw things together as we go. So we're going to try this, and then we're going to see what it's going to be. So 818-437-0886, that's where you text me if you want a reading. Jenny, how are you today, my friend? It's great to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm better now. You just made my entire day. I love how you do it. And you know, what people don't realize, and maybe they do now because they're, you do it unscripted. It just flows.
Yeah, that's just me.
So great.
I just say crazy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, what am I going to do? There's not, the only thing that terrifies me worse than doing readings on the air, although after last night, not as much, is staring into the lens of a camera and talking to it. Because I'm a radio girl. I'm used to sitting here, multitasking, doing my stuff, getting the guests in. Nobody knows what I'm doing because nobody can see me. That's where I'm comfortable. So now we're learning to get out of our comfort zone and be in a new place where I'm going to have now everybody literally in my living room. Here is my studio at LA Talk Radio.
With your cell phone number.
And I just gave everybody my cell phone number. Yeah, so now everybody sees where I live. Here's the place I'm actually at more than my house. And now they all have my cell phone number. And I've done everything but take off my clothes on the air, and don't think at some point, people, that I won't. Because I might.
Hey, you could do readings in the nude. That could be a new
Readings in the nude is the next show. Okay, so the one thing that I can't really do as well is monitor the Facebook chat room here. So if you're in the Facebook chat room, you're going to have to kind of help me out, say hi. Jenny and I are going to try to look at it as much as we can. However, I'm going to be getting people on the air, and we're going to be doing some readings. So, Jenny, you've done this before, right? Like before even last night, which was my first time. I've done it as a guest on
Facebook
other people's
Live?
shows, but never on my own. No. Readings on the air.
So what I normally do, because it makes it a lot easier, because what you have to realize, and a lot of people don't realize, is especially like when you're in a chat room type setting, there's a lot of energy, and you can actually, get a lot of energy from a lot of people. So what I tell people is, to ask one question, when you call in and it's your turn, just be courteous that there are other people that want a reading as well. So I ask one question. And then, we kind of, the way you would just go back and forth with what we're picking up on. We can take turns. This is what we're getting. I've always in the past, because a lot of people have asked me, what happens if you get, something that's, dangerous, or bad, bad news. I mean, do you still tell them on here? And I don't. I'm very, I've become very, I will tell that person, look, there's information coming through that, I prefer to talk to you out there. Example, years ago, I did PRRS radio, and it was nothing for us to just hop on the air, me and some of my little Allie Cheslick, a bunch of us, we'd be together in the middle of the night.
Rest in peace, Allie.
Yes, and one night we were on air, and I don't remember who I was on air with us, but a lady called in, and I was reading for her, and I started out telling her, you're going to have a job come through soon. Don't be discouraged. You need to just stay focused. And I kept getting her standing on the edge of a bridge. And I made a joke. I was jokingly, I said, it's not so detrimental, that you're like right there on the edge of the bridge ready to jump off. And I stopped, because immediately I realized that she was contemplating suicide.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was a moment where it was the first time I'd ever had that happen, where it was very, it was serious, and I didn't know what to do, and I was freaking out, and I'm like private chatting the other mediums that are, on the show, and I'm going, what do I do? Oh my God. And it might have been Allie, and she said, the cat's out of the bag, how Allie was. And the lady started crying, and she admitted on air, but it was one of those moments where I really didn't want to discuss on air, but we ended up doing it anyway. And come to find out, there was another caller that night that, we took off air and discussed. So if you're concerned about us picking up on something like that, or something really bad coming through,
no.
I always say it's better to take it off air.
I always say, look, I'm here to help. So my thing is, we want to give you some guidance to feel better. That's what I do. I consider myself, I'm many things, but I consider myself, as you know, Jenny, for the most part, to be a spiritual counselor. So I'm here to make your life easier, better, sweeter, happier. I'm not here to freak you out or scare you or tell you what you need to be doing with your life. I just give some advice and some guidance, and we hope that if you call in and we talk to you on the air, we hope that you leave a little happier than you came. That's it. That's all that we want from you. So if you want an on-air reading again, you can send me a text message at 818-437-0886. Whoops, I did it again. And
that phone number will change tomorrow.
Nope, it's going to stay. Because you know what? All my clients have that number. Everybody has that number. But I'll tell you something. You have to tell me who you are because we need a name to get you on the air. And you can't call me or text me from a blocked number because we need to have your number or Skype won't let us call you. So, I'm putting myself out there. You have to put yourself out there. And we can't wait to do some readings for you. This is exciting, Jenny. I'm super excited about this.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But one question, and if it's not connecting with somebody, I always say focus on the question you want to ask.
Yeah.
Because it helps us kind of hone in on that energy. It's really weird. I try to explain it to people, and sometimes people are like, what? You pick up on, even when you're on the phone or doing it over, even over the radio. I can pick up the energy of other people.
Sure.
Both
of us can. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Look, we've already got people coming in. How exciting is this? This is pretty exciting, right? Okay, so here we go. So we're going to take you in the order that we get your calls. And so, Jenny, why don't you talk a little bit about because I have to put some numbers into the contact here so we can call them. So while I play call screener, tell me a little bit about what you love most about your gifts.
Oh, about helping people, of course. And I tell people all the time, it's about healing both sides of it. I'm healing hopefully those that are here and the ones that have passed on, because a lot of people don't realize that in the grieving process after you lose someone, there's people that grieve harder and longer than others, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're holding your loved one to this plane. They can't move forward to do the work that they need to do, or if your loved one has passed on, has unfinished business. If they died suddenly or died unexpectedly, and there was things that were left unsaid. Sometimes it keeps them trapped and attached here, and so they can't move forward to go to do what they need to do, within, their journey. And so I always say that part of my gift is being a counselor, a spiritual counselor for both sides. I heal the living and the dead. So I think that's the thing that I really enjoy the most, and probably second to that, to remote viewing. I love to be able to remote view because not all mediums can remote view, and being able to remote view is helped me tremendously. Not only validate my gift with other people, but it's also helped me, solve missing person cases. It's helped me. Help other paranormal investigators when they're on site at a location. And I work with a lot of different teams around the country. When they have a case that is either stumping them or they feel like it might be malevolent, they'll call me and, I'll do a remote viewing of the property and tell them what I'm seeing and where to go. And a lot of times I say, go here, and they're like, that's exactly where they said that, they're having a problem. So. And it helps to validate that. So that's probably the second best part of being gifted.
Yeah, I love just knowing that.
Keep talking.
No. I love that I just love knowing that I'm in service and that I'm helping people, and that people are feeling good because of something that I do. I mean, because you've known me a long time, so you knew me when I thought I would never be anything but a talk radio host. You knew me when I confessed I had gifts but never wanted anyone to know. You've seen me through the worst time in my life. I'm sorry?
I was one of those people that were telling you.
Yeah, you were.
I remember the first time I ever told you were gifted. I was on air, and I'm like, because you got gifts. You need to admit it.
Yeah, but isn't that interesting that you and the twins, the Park twins, were the ones who really dragged me out of the closet? So the first time I did this, it was with them, and the second time I did this, it was with you. There's a spiritual closure there, right? It was meant to be you guys. So, all right, so let's do this. Should we try this?
Sure.
All right, I'm kind of excited about this. I think this is going to be so much fun. So here's what we're. So I just have to know that I remember how to do this. This is all kind of a very new thing for me
You're all
here.
our guinea pigs.
I'm sorry.
They're our guinea pigs tonight.
You guys are guinea pigs today, right? Especially the first ones of you are definitely my guinea pigs. Okay, so I tell you what I have to do though, because Skype is a little strange right now. So what I have to do is I have to hang. You got to hang up, and I've got to call you. I even have to call you to be able to do this. So I'm going to let Jenny go, and I'm going to call her back. Yeah, the new Skype is very strange with all of its protocols. So we're going to let Jenny go, and then I'm going to call her back. And I think you even have to hang up on me. That's how strange it is. So I'm going to call her right now. I have to put her into my system now, which I just realized that I have to do because this is just very strange the way this works. Now you all get to see what my phone cover looks like, a lovely little black leather padded thing because I tend to drop it. So there's what that looks like. Luckily, you can't see my screen, so you can't have everyone's numbers, which is probably a very good thing. But now we're going to put Jenny in, and we're going to call her back in a minute, and then we conference other people in with her. And that's kind of how it works. So I'm calling your cell, Jenny. I hope that's what I'm supposed to be calling because that's what I'm doing. So let's see if we'll know when she gets there if that is who indeed I am supposed to be calling. Yeah, it's kind of a strange thing. I don't know why these upgrades happened, but I think sometimes with computer systems and programming and whatnot, of which I understand nothing, which is why I have the wonderful Ronan Rosner here, who has in fact replaced the left side of my brain. That I guess there's a method to their madness, but I think there's bugs, and this is definitely a bug that hopefully in the next upgrade they will fix this. So here we go. So now we're going to call Jenny. The cool thing is that it does this neat thing where it doesn't really show the phone dialing. It just it does nothing until you get somebody on the line, which I do like that part.
Oh, it is Verizon ring back up?
Oh, I guess that's a lie. It does in fact do that. It just doesn't with the conferencing. Are you with me?
You have me. Yes. I'm
okay. Woohoo! All right. So we got you. So that's good. And then, isn't this exciting though? I feel like we're pioneering this here.
It does. I have to hang up and you call me back every time, or just
No, just the first time. Because then what it'll do is when I start to add somebody to the call, it will then show you, and then that's how I know to add you to the call. It's very interesting here. So now I have
Ronan's helping, correct?
Ronan is helping monitor the Facebook Live. So now we have the person we're going to add. And now this is Karen. We're talking to Karen. And Karen should be on the phone in just minutes. It should tell us that she's here when she pops up. And then we are rocking and rolling, my friend. Welcome to Haunted Playground.
We're business.
This is the new thing. Karen, are you with us? Oh, maybe she's not there yet. We're waiting on her. It's true. Karen, are you with us? Hi, Karen. How are you?
Hi, Sheena.
Hi. Say hi to Jenny and welcome to Haunted Playground 2.0 Experiment 1.
Turn off the Facebook because I was hearing two things.
No problem, sweetie.
Can you hear me? You to Facebook.
Yeah, that's another thing. Learn from what Karen just did, everybody. When we conference you in, make sure your own computer and your own phone levels are turned down.
Yeah, because otherwise it was like coming through weird both ways.
We were echoing.
Well, by the way, first I wanted to thank you because I asked you a question a long time ago. You told me very happy news. It didn't work out, and I said, "Oh my God, you were wrong." You said it's not over till it's over, and within that time the guy called back and it worked out. So you were right and I was wrong.
Oh, which one of us did you talk to?
You.
Oh, me. Oh, good.
You said send me, and so I just wanted you to know. And you said basically that was your text. You said it's not over till it's over.
That's right.
And by then he'd already called that, and I just wanted to thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're very welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you called today. And it's never over until it's over, people. That is one of the most important lessons that you can learn from life in general. Is that nothing is over till it's over. You just have to figure out.
You need to understand too is that even though we can give you the information, we give you the information that we are given to give you. But you have a choice along your path on how free will. So
right, of course.
all through the path, or you may have made a decision you didn't want that person to call back or accept his call, or you could have blocked his call or whatever. So sometimes, and then sometimes we're just not right. We get wrong information. So
Yeah.
I would like
It was
to say
right,
it was
and I'm like,
around.
Yeah. So Karen,
just
what's on
wa-
your mind, honey?
well, okay. Basically, for the past week, I have been definitely feeling something. It's edgy. It's emotions are high and low.
Mm-hmm.
I know because you understand that I don't think I'm alone in the house, but that's I would with a
No.
very benevolent but mischievous friend.
Mm-hmm. You're not alone.
I don't think so.
You are
And,
not alone. No.
And
No,
I just was wondering, is there something going on? And I just like,
I'll tell you
you
what,
know how you're on the edge and you
I'll
feel
tell you what
something. And I was wondering if you were reading that. That's what I was worried about.
Jenny, you want to take
Or
this,
curious
sweetheart?
about
This
it.
one's all yours, Jen.
when you started talking, the first thing I heard was no, and I heard car accident. So I don't know if there was a car accident that was not too far from your house or close by, or you were near a car accident, but there's female energy is what I'm getting in your house, and I believe they passed away in a car accident.
Oh, you
I
mean
think
the
they're bad.
spirit in your house? Yeah. It's definitely the spirit of a human. It's not interdimensional, and it's not a malevolent or a negative spirit, but it is sometimes
No.
a sad spirit that can be a little pesky, like it's trying to get your attention.
I think they're lost. I don't know where
Exactly.
they're at.
Yeah, it can be a little difficult and it can be a little energy draining, but I think a lot of the edginess that you're feeling right now, sweetie, is just, do you know about this crazy moon that just happened last night? I mean, a serious moon.
Yeah, I seen it.
And a lunar eclipse, and it was a blood wolf supermoon in Leo of all godforsaken things, and then also a lunar eclipse at the same time, and there's not going to be another moon like that for like 2 years, and I don't think it's going to be another eclipse for 2 years. So it was sort of the end of this list repeatedly, this consecutive row of supermoons that we've had over the last 3-4 years. They're starting to slow down a little now. So we're coming out of kind of this energetic time. It's just like gobsmackingly intense. And I think that you are more empathic than you know. So you pick up on a lot of those moon cycles. And also, Leo, just on a day-to-day basis, no offense, Jenny, I love you, my Leo. Leos can be a lot. So a moon in Leo can be a lot. I mean, it is in your face. So I think that's a lot of the edginess
You're
that
not
you're
the
feeling.
first person. Rebecca also told me, she goes, you're an empath. You know more than you think you know. She said the same thing.
You
so.
actually have psychic abilities.
Yeah, sure you do. Yes.
Okay, you're very psychic. You need to embrace it more, and a lot of times when you feel that edginess, and it took me a long time to figure this out. When I get that edgy, almost nervous feeling, kind of like because I'm hypoglycemic, so sometimes I get the jittery feeling from not eating or not eating right, and that's kind of how it feels. It's where the energy's coming at you, and it's a strong energy. So a lot of times, and with the moon, it amplified everything, kind of like quartz crystal, amplifies any other crystal you put it with. So did that moon. That moon amplified everything.
Yeah.
So you're feeling things a little bit stronger as it comes. And so what I do, have you set your goal yet? Like you just set your this is my, domain, this is my space. I always set my intention so you can't talk to me when I'm like here, here, or here. But when you start to feel that energy, say stop. You need to step back. You're too close. Just say it very sternly, friendly but sternly. To say stop.
Okay.
You're disrupting my energy and it's affecting me. Can you please step back? And 9 times out of 10, especially when they're earthbound and they're not there to cause you any harm, they're going to step back and they're going to respect that you asked them to do that because they don't realize that they are affecting you that way.
I feel
And
they're
for
lonely and they want a friend. I mean, I don't know if that's weird.
Sure.
Just be careful.
You know?
'cause, until you get to where you can really feel the different vibration of their energy, you can become friends with somebody that's tricking you and they're really not very good. And that's not a good thing either. So just you have a very loving heart and you want to help everybody. And sometimes, you can't help every single one of them. And this lady that's in your house, she's very lost. And I would just tell her, you need to find the light and go to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jenny and I differ a little bit here, and it's good for friends to differ, I think, sometimes. It's good for psychic friends to not always agree. I don't know that everyone needs to cross over. Jenny and I have both lived in really horribly haunted Amityville horror kind of houses.
Yeah.
I would like for all those nuisancey, pesky, evil, dark things to cross over, but they never do. I don't know that everyone needs to cross. I think some spirits know what they're doing, and they like being here, and that's okay. But I do agree with Jenny that there's a lot of sadness that comes with this one, and whatever she needs to work through so that she can move on to wherever she needs to go, even if it means she moves on and then comes back to visit. She needs to get that closure. And maybe because you're so empathic and psychic and intuitive, sweetie, you could just sit down and have a talk with her and say, look, I know you're here. You know I'm here. You know I know you're here. And what can I do to make it easier on you so that you can get whatever closure you need to go wherever you need to go and be happy? Even my mom passed almost 3 years ago, and she's with me so much. In the beginning, she was with me every second of the day. I always tell her, I love that you're here, and I love that you're with me, because everything that I do in my life and in my spiritual work is better because you're here. But I also understand that someday you're going to have to move on and do what you have to do. And when that time comes, please go with my blessing. So just kind of have a conversation with her. I think spirits, and maybe Jenny will agree, spirits that are here and have not moved on, it's oftentimes because they don't feel heard, they don't feel seen, they don't feel like their story's been told, for whatever reason, they don't feel like they're getting what they need in order to close their story emotionally. So it's good to have a talk with them sometimes. Do you agree with that, Jenny?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think this one's lost. I just feel like she's really lost, and I think her death was very sudden, and she was like she didn't see it coming, and she doesn't know what happened. And I think that sometimes when they're like that, because I believe that we have free will even after we leave this plane. I think we go into the ones that are given the light. We go the light. We can come back into it and hang out, and the ones that are here, a lot of times are here because they want to be. But I think this one, for some reason, it just feels like she's really, really lost. And I think that you are like that light in the harbor for her, and I think she knows that she's present and that you might be able to help her. But she's very confused. She doesn't understand what's that. And I think talking to her would help. Yeah. But you can, and you can gently tell her, if you're looking to find, where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to do, the way it is. But yeah, no, that one feels really sad, and I think that's why.
I will, because it's funny now. 3 people have said, because Rebecca, you, and Sheena.
Yeah, my dear friend Rebecca Fearing.
You're psychic, you can do this. And No, I can't. Yes, you can.
Have confidence. I tell people, being a medium is hard work, and probably the biggest thing I could tell people is that you have to have confidence in yourself, because if you don't, and confidence in your ability, because if you don't, then you're never going to, because we hear crazy things in our head, so we're not always going to blurt those crazy things out because we don't feel confident enough, and you just have to believe that's the gift coming through, and that's what you got to do.
I agree. Well,
I appreciate so much, but yeah, and thank you for the explanation of the moon, because that makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah, honey, it's the moon. You're going to be fine next week. What's going on with you right now is the moon. Just take some deep breaths, get a nice rose quartz and carry it around in your pocket. Get a nice amethyst and put it under your pillow and cuddle with it at night. And just meditate a little bit.
I have a lot of rose quartz. I wear it.
Rose quartz is one of my favorites. It'll get better, sweetie. It just needs a little time. Wait till next week. Everything's going to be okay. Let us know what happens with the ghost.
I will. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Take care, sweetheart. That was fun. Jenny, we did it. That was cool, right?
Yeah. See, and we don't. And I tell people all the time, because people are like, "Why would you just one medium?" And this is how they read me. And it's like, and what people need to realize too is that what I see as a symbol, even for like rebirth or a psychic or anything like that, if they give me a symbol, it's going to be a different symbol for you. They're not always the same.
No.
And so a lot of people don't, because I can go, oh, I'm seeing like I'm seeing a star that's dangling in the sky. That might mean something totally different for me than it does you.
I agree.
So no two mediums are alike.
No, that's true. And I didn't mean to disagree with you about the crossing over, because I love and respect you so much. I don't agree. I just don't think everybody always needs to be crossed over. Everybody feels differently about stuff like that.
I don't think we should ever force any person that's not living to cross over. And normally the way I handle it is I will have my guide, because I know who my guide is, and I'll say, if they need help going there, can you help them? Can you help show them? And I tell them, if you are ready and that's what you want to do, here, they're willing to show you how to get to the light. But we have free will over there, just I think as much as we do here, and I think it's your choice whether you go into that light or not. But
I agree.
For somebody to say, oh, I crossed this person over last night, that drives me crazy. It's like, no, you didn't. You did not cross them over. We don't cross them over.
I know.
Help guide them
the ego.
To the light.
I know. My favorite is I'm going to go to the Queen Mary this weekend, and I'm going to cross everybody over. It's like, oh, well, look at you. Well, look at you, Jesus Ace Christ. We're all so impressed. There's that really funny line from Monty Python's Meaning of Life where the minister's praying, and he says like, oh God, oh, you are so huge. Gosh, we're really all impressed down here. And that's kind of how I feel sometimes when psychics act like that. Yeah. I'm going to go to the Stanley Hotel and I'm going to cross everybody over. Well, wow. Let me stand back in awe while the Red Sea parts, you a-hole. I mean, really?
Well, I did 2 crossing ceremonies over. I did 2 big ones. I did one at Henrington and I did one at the Hell House. And, I didn't go in there and say, oh, here's the door. You can run through it to get to where you need to go.
Right.
I explained to them, here is a way out. Here is a way away from this. And if you choose to go through, here it is. I gave them the opportunity in the doorway. That's all I did. I didn't go in there and grab them all up and scoop them up and throw them through the door and say, now you've crossed over.
Yeah.
You can't do that. We don't have that kind of power. I'm sorry.
No. and I don't even want that kind of power. It's not my.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's not my
No,
thing.
so anytime they say they crossed somebody over, have them clarify that, because if they're telling you that I went in and crossed them over, then they're full of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. It's LATalkRadio.com, Haunted Playground. I'm here with the wonderful Jenny Stewart. We're doing on-air readings, and if you want one, reading, a healing, some spiritual guidance, 818-437-0886. You have to text me there. That's my cell phone. Text me your name and your number so I can schedule you in and get you on. And right now, Jenny, we're going to talk to Angela, and we're just getting her on the phone right now. Actually, once you figure out this mysterious Skype that kind of acts like your crazy ex-boyfriend, it's actually kind of cool.
Hello.
Hi, Angela. Welcome to the show.
Is this my Angela?
Angela,
it's been on my Facebook page forever.
Angela, we can hear you in the background, sweetie. Turn down your stuff in the background.
Yeah. This is Angela's been my Facebook friend for a zillion years. I mean, a zillion years. We've been connected on Facebook. And I think we met either on Multiplier or like Yahoo 360 or something. Angela was around before I was a medium. Let's put it that way.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, it has. It has.
What can we do for you, sweetie? What's on your mind?
Well, I've never had a reading. I've wanted to do one, and just kind of get a feeling for what's going on. A couple of things. I sometimes feel like my grandmother is all around. Sometimes I feel like I just see a lot of shadows. I don't know if it's her, if it's other things. My son and I just bought a house.
How does it feel? Because I always tell people when it's a family member, the energy feels familiar to you. If I was to pass away tomorrow and I came back to visit somebody in my family, they should know it's me because of the energy feels familiar to them. And I always tell people that. I've always felt like you were gifted. I've always felt that way. I cannot pin down. You were very difficult because you keep a wall up really strong. I feel like something's going on with your son for some reason. But you keep a wall up. And you have gifts, but I feel like that you keep pushing them away.
That's possible because I used to be able to
like when I was younger, I know it sounds weird, but I could dream days in advance, or I would dream days a year or so ahead of time. And so,
yeah, you're talking to people that do not think that's weird.
No,
at all.
we don't think it's weird at all, sweetie.
Oh, well.
I was waiting for it to get weird. I was just sitting here thinking, well, someday Angela's going to get real weird. I'm just waiting for it.
We've had stuff fly off
Well,
camera. That's not weird.
I guess, yeah. Well, I guess for a child, it to me it was because I never, yeah, I never understood what was happening, and even here recently, I'm going to say like maybe 5-6 months ago, I had to go to a training with my supervisor. We pulled up to an area I had never been, never seen it, and as soon as we pulled up, I'm looking around going, I have been here before. I have seen these buildings. I know these buildings.
Wow.
And it brought back a dream that I'd had many, many years ago. So for you to say that, I'm
Precognate dreams.
I believe it now.
And the thing is, this is the thing, and what a lot of people don't realize is that the other side, they know when a person is gifted, whether we know it or not, because I used to always say, and people can go back and listen to the archive of me doing PRRS radio. I get on there and I'd be like, I can read, when people are not being, truthful. I can read deception so easily, but I'll never say I'm a psychic or psychic medium. And I had to eat those words. And, but they knew. And that's why I was so good with the ghost box in the beginning. It's because,
sure, of course.
one night I told them, don't ever talk to me again. Don't ever come at me again and talk to me when I had this really freaky experience. And so they said, well, from the ghost box, she's okay with that. Now, if I use a ghost box, it's like I hear it probably as poorly as anybody else does because they know I can hear normal now. And I think for you, I think that you were curious about it, but you were scared of it because you didn't understand what was happening. And those we call those precognate dreams, premonitions that come through dreams. You need to keep a dream journal just in case, whether you have them or not. They'll fall back if you allow them to. If same thing I told the last caller. Always set your boundaries. Boundaries are the most important thing when you first realize that you're gifted, because that is setting down the rules. They're saying this is what you're allowed to do, and this is what you're not allowed to do. Because to me, and I hate to say it, I'm sorry, spiritual world, but some of them act like children, and they're going to push it as far as they can. And trust me, it took me a long time to realize that. I mean, I went from opening up as a very timid, oh my God, this is a cursed medium, to, okay, this is cool. What are you doing here? Even the dark ones. What are you doing here? You need to go and embrace it. And I'm always available to help, especially
me too.
Facebook, anything like that. And
awesome.
Is your son okay? Yeah. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's inside playing.
Yeah, I feel like there's something going on with him. I don't know what it is. I just felt like there was something around him, something going on.
Well, he's stressed at work, no more than usual.
Yeah, just keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Sweetie, can I ask you
something? I don't
something?
know what that means. I'm just saying that I'm just picking up on something. I don't know. I get real, like, when I start breathing heavily, there's something heavy around him. There's something affecting him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Sheena, are you getting anything?
Not about him, but I'm getting something, Angela, about you.
Okay.
I mean, I could get something about him, but if I delved into that, but that's what Jenny's working on right now. The thing about you being reticent to accept your spiritual gifts, that's sort of just a little piece of a bigger thing with you, right? Like, you have a hard time and have had a hard time kind of coming into your own and sort of accepting all of the amazing things that you are in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard for you to look yourself in the mirror and say, I am really smart. I'm really psychic. I'm really good at this. I'm really beautiful. Like, you just have a really hard time accepting all of the, and sometimes people tell you things about yourself and your initial reaction is like, what? No. And that's not true, sweetie. And that's something that you need to work on, because the universe wants you to step into this place where now it's your time. And part of it being your time is it's your time for you to accept you and how beautiful and how wonderful you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you.
and that's what the universe
you are a
wants.
beautiful person.
Yes, and that's what the universe
Thank
wants.
you.
The universe wants you to realize how beautiful and how special you are so that you can then go on and inspire other people to understand how special they are. But it starts with you having to sort of accept it yourself. So the things that Jenny and I are telling you today, please promise me that after this call is over, that you will keep these things with you and you'll believe us and you will use everything that we've said to sort of allow the universe to fill you up and boost you up and empower you, because that's what they want. But you've got the door shut and you're not letting them in.
Okay.
Will you do that for me?
I can do that. I can work on it.
Okay.
Yes, setting your intentions every day when you get up. I always tell people the best way, especially people that went through this thing, especially people that are from past abuse and things like that, because your self-esteem and your self-confidence becomes lowered. Get up every morning and say one good thing about yourself in the mirror. I don't care how your hair looks; it looks good. It has to be a positive. You make a positive statement about yourself, and not only are you setting your intentions in a positive way for the day, but you're setting your intentions in a positive way for yourself. And after a while, it'll just become habit. It'll just, I still have to do it sometimes.
God, me too.
I go through illnesses or bad days, and I know I have to rejuvenate that positive energy. And you are worthy of being gifted. So. And I agree with Sheena, and I've known you for so long. I mean, and I want to tell people I don't know Angela outside of Facebook. I just know her. Right. I know people think we're reading, but yeah, no, just, and if you have any questions, feel free to, contact me. I'll help you open up in any way I can. I will. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, keep that in mind. That's what they keep saying to me. They just want you to know how special you are. So please believe that. And you've got my cell number, so I'm going to keep texting you and reminding you how special you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I will, because I'm a stalker. I'm gonna stalk you until you're like, who is this crazy? Because I am single. I'm seriously single white psychic, and I am gonna stalk you.
She's a good stalker too. Let me tell you.
I stalked Jenny and made her my best friend. Didn't even give her any choice. Angela, we love you so much. Thank you for this. Thank you for being terrific, and we wish you the best, my friend. Jenny, look at the beautiful messages you have for people. I know that I'm kind of your stalker, but I so love you.
I love you too. I told everybody you were my stalker at the beginning.
That's how true love happens. First you stalk.
I know it.
Isn't that how it works?
I love you so much.
Okay, I think that we're going to take another one. What do you think? Should we do it?
Sure.
This is so fun, isn't it? I'm having a blast. I feel like I learned something new at 50, and I'm like, I learned something new. I mastered Skype.
Yeah, because you're not used to doing these, are you?
Well, not this and the crazy technical stuff at the same time. And I'm sure if you're watching the video, you're like, oh, what a fascinating video of Sheena sitting in a chair on her phone.
I can watch it.
Oh my God. It's a lot of me looking like I don't know. I have two faces, leprechaun and bitch. So when I'm smiling, I look like a leprechaun. When I'm not smiling, I look like a women's prison warden. Like, hey, you girls, come on, take a shower. I'm going to watch through the peephole. I literally have two looks.
You died.
So right now I look like a Mrs. Ballbricker from the Porky's movies, and I look like I'm just sitting on my phone. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. So this is Sandy, and let's hope that I sent her a text, let her know she was up next. So here we go. Should be just seconds, and then she's going to be here. 818-437-0886. Text me if you want a reading.
Hello.
Hi, Sandy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Haunted Playground.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
We're wonderful, and we're thrilled to have you here, my friend. What's on your mind?
Well, I wanted to know if my son thinks I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
You want to go first, Sheena?
Yeah, I want to go first. I think your son thinks you're doing a great job, but I think your son has a hard time sometimes really showing his emotions and showing when he thinks somebody's doing a good job in general. I just think your son is a little reserved with the effusive emotionality. So I don't think sometimes you should take a lack of response as any kind of criticism or a feeling that you're not doing great. Jenny?
He's passed away.
Right. Yes. But even when he was not passed away, he had kind of a hard time. He's just not. So he's with you, but he's not showing you physical signs, because that's just, he still is who he was when he was here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he does show me signs. I do get signs all the time.
He wants you to let go, though. You've got it. You're holding on too tight. That's what he's saying. You're holding on way too tight. It's almost consuming, and he wants you to let go. You don't have to let go of him completely. He'll always be there, but you got to quit beating yourself up.
Yeah, I agree.
You didn't do it wrong. You didn't do anything wrong.
No.
You know, he's not.
No, I know I didn't do anything wrong. No.
Yeah, he's not upset with you about anything. He keeps saying is your heart you seem like your heart's broke. Like there's something with your heart, like your heart's broke, and he feels like he's affecting your heart. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and he doesn't want to feel that way, and he just keeps saying it's okay to let go. He'll still be there, but it's okay to let go. And you know the signs. You know what to look for. And you know when he's there. He's almost like your guardian angel now. Like your protector. He was kind of like the protector anyway. He always, he was a mama's boy, wasn't he?
Not really.
He was tough.
He was pretty
tough.
much strong individual person. But
he was tough.
But he did. I mean, when it was anything he wanted, like going to buy his house, he took me. When he wanted to buy an engagement ring, he took me. He
has respect for you. Yeah, and that he respected his mother, and that, he was, to me, my son's that way. My son calls me when some problems with his girlfriend. I'm like, yep, yeah, he didn't call his friend, he calls his mama. And that's your son. And he's proud of the way that you've handled things, but he just keeps saying you need to let go and move forward.
Can I ask you a question, Sandy? If you're getting signs from him and you know that you were a great mom, then why are you worried that he doesn't think that you're doing a good job?
No, I'm just asking. He had a new wife, and she pretty much stole everything from my grandson. So. Sure. I tried my best, but I couldn't do any more than I did.
Man.
He knows
That's
that.
why he wants you to go.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He knows that, sweetheart. He so knows that, and he doesn't blame you at all. He understands that you. And the interesting thing is, he doesn't even blame her, because he now understands that she did. He would have been so angry at her if he were alive, but now because of where he is and because all of that sort of toughness that he had when he was alive, that now it has turned into more of sort of a strength and a resolve. He thinks, that she has to be who she has to be, and she's going to have to deal with her own path and her own closure and her own resolutions the same way that everybody does when they pass. And he's let so many things go. It would have been something that would have just driven him crazy when he was alive, right? The way that she acts.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's just like, you know what? Let go, let God, as they say, that she's going to have to deal with her own maker when the time comes and figure out her own, because, I'm not trying to get all fire and brimstone, but I do believe there's a balance to the universe. And I think part of that balance is when you do terrible things, at the end of the road, the universe kind of sits down with you and says, look, we want to be lovely with you, but you did do these terrible things. And at some point, you're going to have to work through these lessons. So she's
miserable.
Yeah.
She's miserable. Karma will turn its hand and take that. But now I understand what he's saying. What he's saying, you need to let go and move forward. You need to let go of it. And it's fucking, because he keeps saying your heart. I keep feeling like a broken heart. So yeah, definitely just let it go. He doesn't want you to waste nothing else on that, and just let, like Sheena said, let the universe play its hand and take care of it, and just keep your memories of him, alive and don't worry about that. I know it's difficult. I know it is. Something like that would be very difficult to deal with. But, just let it go, and he wants you to. And he'll still be around.
Well, what I'm trying to do is let go of all the negativity from her.
Please.
That's what I have to do.
Yes.
And it's just like, okay, I'm done. You're out of my life. I don't have anything to do with you anymore.
Yeah.
So
forgiveness is a gift. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. And I mean, really, if
I agree.
you forgive her, you don't have to forget it. That doesn't mean you have to have a relationship with her. Just forgive her and realize for whatever reason she chose to handle his death in the way that she did. And that's on her. I tell people you're only responsible for what you take and can control, what you give to the universe. You are responsible for what you give and what you take out. And what she did, she's responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely
there was
true.
so much more, but it's like...
I know. I
she
know
was
this.
going to give us fireplace ashes, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting his ashes, but not as many as we were supposed to because she took them out ahead of time. And it's been a nightmare from hell. It's hard enough to lose him, but to go through the crap that I've gone through and watch it kill my grandson, and he's alive, but he's 14, and it's ripping him apart that his dad's gone and he didn't get those things. I wanted my son's baby book back, but I couldn't get that. I couldn't get anything.
Yeah, there's so much I want to say that I don't want to say on the air, but let me just suffice and say this. She's a very negative person, and she was so jealous of the strength that your son had and the love that your son had for his son and for you, and the relationship that all three of you had. And she always felt like she wasn't a part of that, but she wasn't a part of it because she emotionally kept herself apart from everybody because she was only taking and never giving. So she never really made herself a part of the family. And she's still doing that. Yeah. She could have very easily made up for all of it when your son passed and reintegrated herself into the entire situation, but she didn't because that's just innately who she is. So she does it to herself, and then she's angry because it's been done, even though she's done it to herself. And I really feel bad for your grandson because there will be a time when he has no relationship with her, and she will be lonely and alone. And
she has no relationship with him. He hates her.
Yeah, nothing.
My son has an ex-wife, which is the mother. And she is family, and she is very close to all of us now.
Yeah.
Even since the divorce. So
I
have my grandson whenever I want him.
So
no,
she enjoy those moments, and I think that's what your friend's trying to tell you is enjoy those moments. Let go, because if you don't, it's going to affect your heart in a really, really bad way. Because it's just too much stress for one thing. It's more stress than what you need. So let go, find a way to forgive her, but don't, you don't have to forget it. Just forgive her and just move forward and just, think about all the memories that you do have with your son that were really good and know that he's still with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And know that sometimes if you don't always know how he thinks you handled it, know that we're telling you that he said you handled it great, because he does still have that sort of tough guy, strong guy kind of reserve, even in where he is now, that he had when he was here. Kind of like a man of few words is maybe the best way to put it. So enjoy the signs and know that is him, and he likes it when you talk to him. So just talk to him because he's around and he'll listen. If you say his name, he will come.
I talk to him every day. So
good. Yeah, good. You're in good shape, sweetheart. We hope to talk to you again. Thank you for this. And thank you for being...
Thank you so much, both of you.
Super
Have
wonderful.
A great day.
You too, honey. You take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That would be so hard for... I mean, that's difficult,
Can you imagine? I cannot even imagine.
No. I mean, it's... First of all, I can't imagine losing a child. And second of all, that's one of the worst pains that you ever feel is the death of a child. But then having to deal with that, I mean, his baby book. I mean,
I know. Just to be an idiot. Some people just want to be idiots. I don't really understand why.
Just because she can't.
Yeah, Yeah.
And, that's why when I don't know if you caught it, when she asked, my son said, am I doing okay? Did you hear did you hear me take a deep breath? Go, Sheena, you want to go first? Because he just wants her to let go. He wants her, she is acting in a way that's not herself, if that makes sense. That's not how his mom normally handles things. It's the way she handles it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's take another call. This is Chuck. Chuck will be here in just a second. Chuck, welcome to the show. We're so glad to have you. Hang on, we're adding Chuck here.
Okay.
Why is it not adding Chuck? What's going on? Let's try this again. All right, let's try this one more time. Where are you, Chuck? I know that Chuck's in here. Hang on. Sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes we have a glitch trying to figure out this new system here. There we go. I got him. Here we go. That wasn't so bad. All right. Here comes Chuck. 818-437-0886. That's where you text me. That's my personal cell if you want to get a reading, and we will schedule in, and then we call you just like we're calling Chuck right now. This is how it works. It's pretty fun. Hi, Chuck. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm gonna say good. One of my blessings and my curses. First of all, it's great being on your show. I don't think I've ever actually heard a Sheena show solo yet. So.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. Enjoy the Sheena show solo, or with the wonderful Jenny Stewart in this case.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Hi. I was going to say one of my blessings and curses is I tend to live in the moment, and in many ways it's good, but moments like this, it's scary. And, I haven't worked in a month now, and even though everything's telling me everything's going to be cool, I'm being watched, I've gotten nudges from the universe.
Good.
Things are still scary right now because I feel like I've been pushing this boulder up a hill, and it's rolled back down, and I got to push it back up again. Because, the government shut down, I think, has prevented my job from asking me back, like my car's acting up, bills are piling up, and yet I've had this impressive history of things happening right at the last second, so it's like, when I go through these moments, how do I push forward, I guess would be the one question I'd ask, because like the last 3 mornings, I dread getting out of bed, and that wasn't me before.
Because what you just said, think about what you just said. You said it yourself. You've always, in the last moment, and you push through, something's come through.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I always say the universe likes to test us. And you, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about the show before, but I say we get these, even as gifted people, we get these tests. And
we get lots.
Tests, we get spiritual upgrade. And it's part of the life test. Now, I keep hearing 3 weeks with you. I don't know if that's going to help make any difference for you, but I think this is going to be about a 3 more week process for you. And I think something is going to give. Now, whether that's you all go back to work or somebody offers you, some kind of cash under the table until you can get back to work, but something within 3 weeks. So it could be tomorrow, but no later than 3 weeks from now, it will get better.
Okay. Well, thank you. It's good to hear that. And can I quickly share my own saved at the last minute story, because it's pretty incredible. Real quickly, I had a roommate from hell. Okay. I mean, like right out of an investigation discovery show. I mean, they could do a whole hour special on this. This was absolutely a situation I never in my wildest dreams thought I could be in. And it wasn't just a matter that, he was really crazy. Well, too much explaining, but either way, we're on a car trip going to Canada. And it was the 3 worst days of my life being in that car with him. He was, absolutely yelling and screaming the whole time. And we get to the border. And right when, and I really didn't think anything was going to happen here, but it came down to, they had me pull in the lot, and then they searched our car, then they separated us, and then they took me in and questioned me. And at first I thought this was all standard stuff, and it came down to, how do you know that guy? So I knew they were onto something. So where I got up that morning thinking, oh God, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do? Help me, And by the end of that night, what they did is they said, well, legally we have nothing to hold him on, but we're going to hold him for 25 minutes and give you a head start. Are you okay with that?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So Chuck, here's what I'm feeling.
See how quickly it ended. And I mean, I've had a pretty impressive history of that happening. So I've always known that, and I've always hold on to that. But like I said, in a particular moment, it's still scary.
Oh, absolutely it is. And here's what I'm really feeling, sweetie. There was a time when this kind of craziness and chaos within your life would have completely freaked you out and undone you. But all of the bizarre stuff that's happened to you over this last period of time is the universe really showing you that sometimes you grow when you live outside of your comfort zone. And you're really learning that because you're kind of weathering through all this in a beautiful way, and in a way that maybe you never even thought you were going to. And you're getting so much stronger emotionally and spiritually because of these weird hurdles that you've had to jump over.
Wow. And wow. Thank you.
So be thankful for them because they're beautiful things. And as crazy as they are, they're learning tools for you. And sometimes as humans, we don't learn unless we have to. And sometimes we learn the strongest when we have the most adversity up against us. And you had so much of that. Look what you called in cool as a cucumber and said, I lost my job. I might not get called back because of the government shutdown. My car is acting up. I have no idea what's going on. And maybe my roommate was some kind of a serial killer, but you're still laughing and you still have levity in your heart. And that's because all of these challenges have made you so much stronger and so much lighter. And that's such a beautiful thing.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I already feel better.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, because it's everything's going to be okay. You know that. You know it's going to be okay. It's just you doubt it sometimes. And those moments of doubt don't last very long because, some good will pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should feel so much better.
I'll be over within 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so,
it's getting better.
In 3 weeks, you'll balance back out.
Yeah, as soon as the government gets shut back on next month, then you will be you'll get your job back and everything will go right and the car will get fixed and the roommate's on the run and
well, remember that roommate situation happened like 6 years ago. The point I was going to make is that I left, when I left him there at the border, I left him 2,000 miles from home. I never heard from him again. I never saw him again. I mean, the situation permanently ended in that second. So,
the universe looking out for you.
So I don't know what's happened to him since. I look out for headlines and stuff like that to see maybe it's him.
Still on the run.
But, still on the run.
Still
I
on
wouldn't
the run.
doubt it.
Yeah, still on the run. Yeah. Still on the lam. Still running. Hasn't been caught yet.
Yeah. So I just know eventually his luck's going to end. And
yeah.
So Sheena, the next time I see you, whenever that is, I got to tell you the whole story because you still wouldn't believe it.
I can't wait.
You would not.
I can't wait to hear the whole story.
Yeah, because
story too. I think it's a story you should write the book.
I agree.
Well, I did write a script on it.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. And what's funny, it's hard to believe, but when I left, when I was driving over that bridge back into the United States, the first thing I thought, boy, this is a good ending of a movie.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the whole story. And I've had people tell me, like, Chuck, really, this happened to you? Like, they don't believe it. It's so incomprehensible to people.
That's fantastic.
So it's like, hey, it's me you're talking to. I'm the one that has this weird stuff happen to me.
That's fantastic. You are awesome, my friend, and we so appreciate you calling in, and you're terrific. And thanks for sharing a funny, crazy story with us.
Thank you so much.
It's absolutely my pleasure. It's lovely to talk to you, and we appreciate everything. What an awesome person. What a crazy story. That was fun.
I know that was crazy. It's kind of like there is proof that your intention gets heard, and you set that intention. Look what happened.
Yeah, right. So awesome. It's It's fantastic. It's nice to hear kind of a funny story after a story of like the sad story before. It's nice to have a mixture of stuff. Some people's stories are happy, some are sad, some are crazy, and it's okay to call us with all of them. I can give you the call-in number. It's 818-602-4929. However, I can't conference you in unless I call you. So the best thing for you all to do is for you to text me at 818-437-0886. Yes, I am giving you my private cell number. And then you can let me know who you are. You have to give me your name, and then we're going to call. I can schedule to call you, and then you can talk to us on the air. That's what Chuck did. It's what Sandy did. It's what Angela did. It's what's going to happen. It's what Karen did, and it's what's going to happen right now with Alicia. I never know if it's Alicia or Alicia, so I guess we're going to find out, right? Are you doing okay, Jenny?
Yeah.
Do you need a bathroom break or anything? You all right?
No, I'm just saying. You have to remember, I just got over the swine flu.
God, me too. Is that what we had?
Like,
that was creepy.
Huh.
You can still hear it in my voice, right? I'm still congested and terrible.
Oh, I tell you, the flu has nothing to do. Oh, gosh. I thought I was dying. I think I would have rather died at some point.
Oh, no. Were you going to die?
Oh, it was bad. Well, I know I wasn't going to die, but I felt like it.
How long were you sick for?
They say it takes about 4 weeks to really get over it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been. I got it. It was my son's, my daughter's boyfriend. I walked past him. He was sick, and I tell him, TJ, you breathed on me. I blame it on you. And then the grandkids got it. So the only person that didn't get it was my daughter because she had the shot. So.
Oh. What do you think about the shot, though? They say the shot causes Alzheimer's.
I've not heard that.
Oh, you haven't?
I mean, with my brain injury, I probably end up with Alzheimer's anyway. So I will protect myself from the flu.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, I'm putting. For some reason, Alicia's number did not go through. So Alicia, we're trying to get you in. So I'm resaving it as a different number. We're going to try again really quick here. I'm telling you, this Skype suffers no fools. She doesn't mess around.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's try this again. I don't know if I accidentally typed it in wrong, but let's see. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting her on. Probably whose screw up? Probably mine. I can't even see myself. I have no idea what's going on the air. It was funny when we were talking to Angela and she was talking about how she was, how she would think she was doing something right, but then she wasn't sure. And I was just, when I was in with Ronan today, setting up the Facebook Live for today, I thought, oh my God, look, I actually look half decent. And then I caught myself on the Facebook Live and it was like, it's terrifying.
Oh,
so we all have those times, right?
Bad.
We all do. Alicia, are you with us?
Hello?
I am.
Hi, how are you, my friend?
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Hello. Thank you.
What can we do for you today, my friend?
Fantastic.
What's on your
I
mind?
was just seeing about the... I'm sorry?
What's on your mind? What can we do for you? How can we help you?
Oh, I just wanted to see, I saw that you were doing psychic mediumship stuff.
Sure.
And I just wanted to see if you guys had anything for me.
Jenny?
Do you have a specific question?
That helps if you do.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering about my brother who's fairly recently deceased. I just am wondering, just in the manner that he passed, I just would like to know that he's okay and, that he kind of found the peace he was looking for, I guess.
He's at peace, if that helps.
Yeah.
He's in a better place. He's not in the place that I guess you would think that he would be in. I don't know what that means. That's what he said. And that he feels like that he needs to apologize and to tell family members that it wasn't their fault. And I don't know what that means either. But he is in a better place and he's at peace. Does that make sense? Any of that?
Okay. That does make sense, actually. Especially the
Did he
family
commit
member
suicide?
portion.
Did he commit suicide?
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
I didn't know if
Okay,
you wanted to
that's what
share
I
that or
thought.
not.
And he didn't. Because that's now it makes sense because he said he didn't go to the place where most people that he was taught that he would have went. Because I guess a lot of people are taught that you go to hell when you commit suicide.
Yeah, that's not
but
where he
that's
is.
not true.
No.
He's in a very peaceful place. He's in a good place. He lives with you guys.
You know what, sweetie? He says
I
that.
thought he did. I've felt him, and I've actually.
He talks to you when you're sleeping too.
Does he? Oh man.
Yeah, those aren't dreams. That's him talking to you.
I have another brother who's also passed. Oh, I have another brother who's also passed. Do you get anything from him?
I don't feel him around you the way I do this one.
No, he's. I was going to say he's
kind of
crossed over and moved on to maybe even been reincarnated.
He did his job on the other side.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. That just means that
That's interesting
he found
because I kind of
closure
felt
and
that.
moved on.
It's interesting. What, sweetheart? Can you speak up a tiny bit, Alicia? We're having trouble hearing you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I said I kind of felt that with him as well. That he kind of, I don't feel him around my other brother, like I do my one who passed by suicide. So that is validating. Thank you.
Well, and he and your brother that passed with suicide, he kept saying he was sorry, and that there was nothing anybody could have done. It wasn't anybody's fault.
No, it was so funny. I was just about to say just those exact same words, that he wants you to know that it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with, it was almost sort of like this. He was so sure it was the thing to do, Alicia, and then he passed, and instantly when he woke up at where I like to call home, where we go and we're not here, he thought, oh my goodness, everything that I didn't understand, I now understand, and it all makes sense now. So he couldn't get it to make sense in his head when he was
my God, I love
on the
that.
earth. He just nothing made sense, and he just couldn't make any of it make sense, and he couldn't find the reason for any of it. Then the minute he woke up in the beyond, he thought, oh God, now it all makes sense. Now I understand every bit of it. And there was
you have to stop beating yourself up. It's not. I mean, you didn't miss anything. It wasn't your fault. You didn't overlook anything. It wasn't. That he couldn't come and talk to you. It's just nobody understood. He didn't understand it. So how could he make anybody else understand it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right. No, and that's actually with his name is Michael, with my brother Michael. That is right on the head. He actually had high functioning autism here in this world. So a lot of his thoughts and feelings he had trouble conveying to us. And so I am so relieved to hear that he has clarity on the other side.
But I had a niece that died a few years ago. She was 22 and she was high functioning autism, and it's hard. It's heartbreaking because they already have a difficult time trying to explain emotions and feelings and understand them, and then it's a very scary world sometimes, even for us. So I can only imagine. So but he's in a very much better place, and he's whole again, and he can explain things, and he can feel things and understand them, and and he really was drawn to you. I just feel like that you and him were close. He was very drawn to you, and he hasn't left his side. I mean, he wants you to know that he is okay, and you didn't do anything, and the love you gave him meant more to him than anything that he was there.
Yeah. And he also wants you to know, sweetheart, that if you ever felt like you weren't reaching him, he wants you to know that if you ever felt like you weren't reaching him, you were. It was just that he didn't know how to communicate it back, because that's where sort of the disconnect was in his brain. But in his soul and in his heart, he always understood it.
Yeah.
And he took in everything you said. He took in all the love that you said, and he tried to give it back to you. But that's where the disconnect was. So if you didn't feel it, that was why. He tried to sort of telepathically give it to you because he didn't know how to give it to you three-dimensionally. And that now that he's gone, he's giving so much of it to you because now he wants to almost be one of your guides, like help you and guide you so that you never have to feel as confused about life as he felt.
So I hope that helps.
Oh my God, that is so, I mean, oh man, no, that really does help so much. Thank you so much.
It's absolutely our pleasure, sweetie. He loves you so much.
Yeah.
And
he'll make sure I'll make sure you hear him. Like I said, he talks to you when you're sleeping. So
yeah. And he would love to call. He would love for you to come back and do it again, so you guys could do another life together and be best friends. That's what he would love. So that you could have the kind of relationship that he always wanted with you, but that he just couldn't have with you because of the difference in his brain blocked him from being able to communicate the way that he wanted to.
Oh, that's 100%. I was his person here, but even though I was his person, he still had trouble conveying that to me. I knew in my heart, but it's just so good to hear that validated.
Good. You're wonderful. You're in good shape, sweetheart. He wants you to be your best you, and he says you have to do it now for both of us.
Mm-hmm. Don't make his memory in vain.
Yep. Go live in his honor. And do the things that he was too scared to do.
I have been. I have been trying my hardest.
You're doing great. He loves you so much. Sweetie, thank you so much for the call.
Will.
We're sending you so much love, and you stay in touch and let us know how things are happening, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, hon.
What a sweet girl. We're a good team, Jenny Stewart.
Yeah, it just breaks my heart. And I didn't want to ask her, but I know.
I'm glad you did.
Because I knew it. As soon as she started talking about her brother, it was like, oh, I could see it. And I read today, there was a 10-year-old in our area that committed suicide, and he had some health issues, and it just breaks my heart. Especially young kids.
Yeah, me too. Why do you think there's so much suicide right now?
I think the way of the state of the world.
Yeah.
I think it was confusing before. It's even more confusing now. And there is so much more, used to, we say we don't accept bullying and we don't accept, but we've become a society where it's the norm. I mean, our president does it. Why can't we do it? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot more darkness has been unleashed, and I think it's become harder for people that have had problems dealing with things that are in the present. It's become even harder now.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the darkness does it.
I totally agree. We're reading people live on the air. If you want a reading, you can text me, and then I can schedule in for the reading. Make sure to text me your name, too. Corey is going to be next, so we're going to get her on the line right now. I think Corey's a her. This is the thing about texting. We never know. Corey, if you're not a her, please forgive me. Jenny and I are taking your calls and hopefully helping you out, making people feel good, doing the best we can do to make the world a more beautiful place. And I'm so honored to have you as my friend. And this is such a cool togetherness thing that we're doing together, Jenny. You and me helping people out one by one. I love that. 818-437-0886 to text me to be one of the people who gets an on-air reading from us. And 818-602-4929 is our normal call-in number. We may be calling you back from that number, but with Skype, I'm not sure. Corey, welcome to the show. Hey.
I probably the worst opportune moment, but I think y'all have the wrong number.
Oh, you're not Corey?
I sure am not. My name's Thomas.
Oh, hey, we're so sorry, my friend. Okay, great. Hang on. All right, we got to do this again. Well, that wasn't 90 shades of embarrassing, was it? Jenny? Did I lose you? Did I lose everybody? Well, that was just strange. Okay, so we're going to try this over again. It's just you and me, everybody. And now the panic sets in. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Jenny back because that's what we have to do first. And then we're going to worry about trying to get Corey back. And then we're going to figure out what I did with my chubby little fingers, with my chubby little
Enjoy this
phalanges.
Verizon ringback tone while your party is...
That's what happens when you call Jenny. Jenny's back.
That was weird.
Okay, so I accidentally put the wrong number in, we think, called the wrong person, we think, and then in the midst of calling the wrong person, accidentally hung up on you, probably, in all honesty, just out of sheer panic. So,
Oh God, you should have just said, "Hey," you should have said, "Hey, you're on live. You want to do you need a reading done?"
I felt so bad because he felt so bad. First, when he picked up, I thought, oh God, Corey is a guy. And now we've totally screwed this up. And then, all right, so let's try this. So we're going to do this. I think I must have just messed up the number.
She actually wanted a reading.
You just want to give readings to everybody, Jenny Stewart.
You never know. It could have been a good one.
All right. This said the phone number already exists. Well, that's who I called last time.
Gave you the wrong number.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, you know what I should do? I should check the number that it came from. How about that for some smarts?
There you go.
So what are you loving today about reading for people? What's your favorite thing about what we're doing right now?
I just think it's I know this sounds crazy. I don't read as much as I should. I got so wrapped up in helping, Mr. Ed Warren that, for a long time, that's what I devoted a lot of my time to because he would not leave me alone and he was a chatterbox. And I love him dearly. And I was glad. I've always said I'm grateful that I'm, the messenger between him and John Patrick. But dear God, he consumed so much of my time, and that's kind of slowed down. Why we don't know, but things have slowed down with Ed. I still get messages, just not as regular as I was. So I enjoy getting back in and helping people. I really that's the best part of it, and I feel like we have helped some people today.
I love that so much. We're going to try somebody else because I don't know what's going on with Corey. That is, in fact, the number that I got the message from, and I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah. So we're going to do somebody else. This is Della. That we're getting Della ready now, and we'll let Della know that she's up next. Some of these are your peeps.
From my Facebook.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Have you known Della for a long time?
Yeah. Della's been around, for a while. Della used to call in when I was over on Paramania.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, let's give this a try and see how it goes. Now I'm nervous. That was really strange.
Don't be nervous.
No, I'm fine. It's just fine. It's interesting because
I don't think it was you. I think Corey got scared.
I think that might very well be the case. Yes.
Yeah.
Della, are you with us? It doesn't tell me. Della, hi, Della. Welcome.
Yes.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you?
Hello,
Hi,
my friend.
Judy.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, sweetie.
Thank you. This is my first time being on Haunted Playground.
Well, I'm loving having you here. Thank you so much for being here. We're enjoying that you called. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm using Facebook through my phone. I said I'm using Facebook through my phone right now.
You're doing great.
So I apologize.
No, you're fine. What do you have? What's on your mind, sweetie?
I got a lot on my mind.
Okay.
You really don't want to know.
No, we do. We want to know everything.
You really don't. Yes, Jenny. I'm a box of crazy.
Oh, no, I love that. Welcome, box of crazy. You're in the right place with all the other boxes of crazy.
Yeah, Della's a sweetheart.
I am. I went, I'm going to be honest, I got a couple of things going on in my life.
Okay.
I don't know if you can have time to listen to them.
Sure. A couple things. Sure.
I'm sorry?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. One thing has been, I'm on Social Security. I'm a pretty honest person.
Please.
And I went for a review, and I haven't heard nothing back from them. I'm pretty sure that what my mom would have said if she was still here, if you don't hear anything, that's good news. and I haven't heard, and it's been a month or so. So I don't know if that's really a question. I'm just putting it out there, I guess. I have met me somebody also that will be moving in the next 2 weeks. I'm very happy with him.
Okay.
Also, and so I guess I hit you with a couple of questions.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, we're ready. Just let us know in question form what you're. First of all, I think it's great somebody's moving in. I think it's great things are working out with the mom thing. But just let us know what you're looking to know about that.
Okay, so the Social Security, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my check because I have grand mal seizures since I was born. And
No. I heard no. So.
Yeah, I heard it too. Same way.
Yeah, the guy that's moving in, he's been my rock. He's been my rock. He's been.
Be careful.
He's actually been really genuine.
Okay.
He told me that I would never lose my check because he knows I am very careful. I'm very cautious about everything right now.
Okay.
And anyhow, make a long story short, he said he accepts me for me. He's the first man who accepts me for me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a question though? I mean, that we can try to help you with?
I have something to say.
Okay.
I think it's wonderful that he accepts you for you. And I think that's beautiful. And I think it's validating for you. And I think, Del, it's something you need. But you need to promise me something today and promise Jenny something. Because he makes you feel like that, you're not going to keep compromising in your life for him. You're going to say that's great that he accepts you, but you're also going to lay boundaries down, and you're going to stick with those boundaries because sometimes when somebody makes you feel a way that no one's ever made you feel before, you bend over even more than backwards, and suddenly it becomes a situation that's not give and take. Am I right, Jenny? Am I on the same page?
Yep.
No. You know what? I agree with both of you.
Good.
I agree with both of you. I put my foot down already, and I'm pretty much sticking to it.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good girl. Good. We like that story.
I'm pretty much, and then, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that was the main worry was the Social Security. And is there traveling involved in my life here soon or in the future? I mean, I had to stop doing my traveling or my paranormal stuff because of money-wise. 6 months?
6 months. Uh-huh.
Jenny, did you say that, sister?
Where's Jenny?
That's what I said, 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm missing my paranormal.
There you go. You'll have to, in 6 months, hopefully we'll have Paul Browning's, fingers are set up and you can come to it.
I would love to do that. Can I ask you something, Jenny, real fast? Are you coming back to Missouri State Penitentiary?
Am I coming where?
Going back down to Missouri State Penitentiary.
Actually, I am. I will be coming there. I'm not sure before. I'm in the middle of doing a very big, huge thing that I can't talk about. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
She's about to be really famous and stuff.
Actually asked John and I to come back, so we'll definitely.
I was just gonna say, is John coming back? I can, because you're like in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, no, John and I are actually putting some events together, so that'll be a place we're going.
I'll have to make like a reservation of staying in Jeff City, and because I'm coming from Independence, Kansas City. That's like 3 hours away. So
I'll be in Kansas City, Missouri in March.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Have you been to the in Missouri?
Inbox me, and so we can get together, and I can take you out to lunch.
In Missouri, Della, have you been to the place is it Jeffersonville or Jefferson City? What's the state capital? Or
Jefferson City. That's the one where the Missouri State Penitentiary is.
So my friend shot a movie there that's actually really good. It's a narrative film. It's not a documentary. And they had so much stuff happen while they were filming it. It's called The Haunting of Cell Block 11.
Okay.
That's the last event I did with Ideal, and I filled in for Amy Allen. And I'll tell you what, they put me in the gas chamber. They put the medium in the gas chamber. And it was crazy. Oh, it was crazy.
I bet it was because I'll tell you a little bit about the history. I mean, you know the history, Jenny, real fast. There was a female that really liked this male, and they kidnapped somebody in Kansas City. I want to say back in the 40s. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but she was the first female that got electrocuted or gassed or whatever.
Right, that's right. I remember that because I had some folks from the penitentiary either on this show or on my daily show here at LA Talk Radio to talk about the tours that they do.
The people that run that and work
so awesome.
Some of the sweetest people.
Such great people.
They really.
So I know I called in and I can't remember your name, and I apologize.
Oh, Sheena.
What is it again?
It's Sheena, honey.
Sheena Easton. That's how I have to think of it.
You can think
do
of
you
it
have
like
a Facebook?
I do. Yes.
Just asking.
Yes. If you go to the link on Jenny's page, it should be linked to me, and then you can find it. My last name is Metal, Metal. So just look around and you'll find the link to this broadcast, and then you can find me.
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate it, and thank you for that question, because that was a big question that I was worried about, and it's like, about it's not about Mark, but it was more about my income, because I own a house, and it's what I'm saying.
It's really about both, sweetie. It's about both things are equally as important. So keep both of those in your mind, and we appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for calling in, and I can't wait to get to know you better. And please, send me a text, and I'll tell you where to friend me on Facebook. I'll give you my private so you can friend me. Jenny, we're almost. I mean, we probably have time for one more. I can't believe how much we're.
We're running out of time.
We're just cruising through this. We could do 2 more hours easily. How is it happening that we're so on it here? All right, so
this people have kept us busy tonight.
This is either Cara or Kara. I'm not sure which, and I hate that story, but it's the truth. I'm not entirely sure, so we're going to see how we go. We're going to make this work. Kara, you have to tell us when you call in. We're calling you right now. Haunted Playground is where we are. We're at hauntedplayground.com. We're at latalkradio.com. And now this and Skype sometimes can be funky. So Jenny, tell us a little bit about what you can't tell us about.
I can't tell you. I can't.
Can you say anything?
I find it very exclusive, non-disclosure.
I like that story. Can you say anything like a roundabout in a circle is it obviously it's something media related, or you'd be able to say something? Are you excited about it?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Can you say if you're excited? You've been involved in so many different projects, and you've done so much more of that than I have in a lot of respects. Are you excited about how? Because I remember, like, not even quite a year ago, you were talking about wanting to give it all up.
I still was for a while. I still was when this hit. I am excited. I'm very nervous. It's something that it showcases my gifts.
That's good.
And by myself for the most part.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. And there's a few things that I have a little bit of concern about, but I've been told it's all good, everything's really fine. I'm gonna go with the flow.
Good for you. That's all you can do, right?
Yes.
So when you were thinking about giving it up, why?
I had gotten to the point, I pretty much have given the whole like investigative part of it up, and doing going out and doing investigations, things like that. I mean, I probably still will do that again in the future, but you get burnt out. It's the same thing over and over, and I hadn't put myself out there as a medium, I guess, the way I probably should have.
Hi.
And so,
hi, is it Kara or Cara?
It's Cara.
Hi, Cara. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. I'm excited. I've been trying to talk to you guys forever.
We're so excited that you did.
I love watching you guys. You guys are amazing, especially Sheena. I've watched you a lot.
Thank you.
I think what you do for people is just amazing.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I just kind of wanted to know, seeing what you guys seeing going on, with me emotionally. Emotionally. Because sometimes I feel crazy, but I think I'm an intuitive, or
yes,
I sense spirit, and I have for a long time, but I don't know if I'm just crazy or if it's really happening.
No, you're not crazy. And I tell you, when you have nobody that helps you, because I was told, just impromptu, hey, you're coming out of the medium closet because you're a medium, and then I wasn't told what to do with it. And I was probably in the middle of the most compelling case of my paranormal career at the time, and it was difficult. I felt like I was being cursed. I was like, I don't want this gift. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And
I felt like that before a lot.
Well, and a friend told me, he said, Jenny, until you accept this is who you are, not what you are. Because I'm not a medium. It's what I am. That's who I am, the medium. Until you accept it, it's not going to go away. And they're not going to let you just turn it off. And you think you can, but you can't. And I think for you, the first thing I want to tell you to do is that as soon as we get done talking to you, you need to set boundaries, because you're very, very gifted. You have a strong gift. And you can even be a healer. And so what you need to do is you need to set boundaries. As soon as we get off the phone, you need to tell those dead people, look, this is the only time that you can come near me, and this is the only time you can talk to me, and this is the only way I want you to communicate with me. Because otherwise, they're going to run you over. Because they did that to me in the beginning.
I don't really sleep.
You got to sleep.
They don't let you.
Yeah, I'm and when I do, it's like I'm riddled with nightmares, and I feel like I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes.
Well, what you need to do is you need to tell them that your bedroom or wherever you sleep is off bounds. They are under, and you have to do it very firmly. The dead people are like kids. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They're like a bunch of kids, and they're gonna push, and they're gonna get away with as much as you let them.
Yeah.
So you need to tell them, look, you are not allowed under no circumstances to come in my bedroom at all. Period. For no reason.
Is it my family that's passed? Because I've lost a lot of family, sister, father, I
think some of it could be, but
some's not
going to cause you to have family. If it doesn't want to cause you harm, they don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I don't even want to go near the bathroom or look in the mirror at night. I'll make sure the bathroom and closets are shut because they just freak me out.
Yeah, no, it's not family. That's not family. You need to get. I don't know where you're calling from, but you need to get somebody in that area that can come in and help you clear your house.
I'm in California.
Where are you in California?
I'm in Northern California. I'm kind of by Sacramento.
Can I jump in a sec, Jen? Honey, Cara, you need to start learning to put up energetic filters. When you are a person who is empathic, think of it like this. So if you're an empathic person, it's like you don't have a window, you have a screen. So things can get through the screen and into you. So you need to learn to close the screen so that it's a tighter and tighter screen so that you only let things in when you want. Because otherwise stuff is coming into the periphery of your emotional and spiritual operating system all the time. And if you don't find a way to filter out what filters in, then it weakens your emotional and spiritual immune system, which then eventually leads to weakening your physical immune system. So I can tell by listening to you that you feel like, first of all, baby, you need to sleep. You need to sleep so bad. Like, even if you have to take some melatonin or some chamomile or whatever it is.
I do. Like, I mean, sometimes I have to take anxiety medicine because my anxiety runs high.
You need to put salt water. Listen, put a bowl of salt water under your bed. A bowl of salt water. A bowl of salt water under the bed where your head would lay. So what's going to happen is if the energy is going to come at you when you're sleeping, it's going to be absorbed by the salt water.
Right.
So it won't affect you. Okay.
Okay.
Because you need to sleep for like a week.
That little bag of salt in your hands to sleep. That'll help too.
It sounds funny, but I love salt. I'll just take salt and I'll eat it sometimes. I don't know. It's just crazy, but everything I have to have salt with everything.
It's been used for many, many years as a purification and protection against negative energy. Absorbs the negative energy. You can simmer salt water in your house. That's going to help. It'll absorb the negative.
So,
play.
Do you feel like that have is there any kind of negative attachment to me or anything like that? Do you feel, or is it just my ability that I'm picking up on? Why I feel so
you have a lot of stuff around you. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of stuff around you, but it's because you're very gifted.
Yes.
And what you need to do is you need to learn, like she was saying, how to put up envision that you have a bubble of light around you. Sometimes I use a light switch. I'll flip the light switch. They know when my switch is off, they don't have to come near me. You have to learn to control it.
Yeah. In my dream last night, everything was dark, and I kept trying to light a light, candle, or turn on the light. Yelled at my daughter, turn the light on, and I couldn't get it bright again.
Oh, you're gonna have to. Sheena has her phone number. I probably won't be able to do it tonight, but tomorrow I could call and actually off air and talk to you and give you some things, information on things that you need to do to help ground yourself and help. I always tell people to hug a tree. When you hug a tree, it cleanses the energy that's on you. I mean, I could teach you how to cleanse to get things off of you.
Yeah, and I can too, sweetie.
I love all that stuff. I'm just afraid that I'm going to do something wrong and pick up something bad.
No. That's how you don't, honey. That's how you don't pick up something bad. We're going to teach you how to not pick up something bad.
Yeah. And it's all about intention. If your intentions are good, you won't pick up anything bad.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're so going to be okay, sweetie. This is the thing. First, honey, you sleep. That's the most important thing. We need you to sleep because you sound like your nerves are frazzled. Like at any minute, you don't know whether to cry or go crazy.
To, get a validation, kind of. You know what I mean? Because for many, many years, it's kind of been a story unfolding. Through my life. You can't just go tell anyone I see dead people because I think you're crazy.
Right, but you got
to. You get it, but
you are gifted. You have a lot of gifts. It's not just intuitiveness. You are very gifted. You're very, not just empathic.
It's mostly empathy. That's your strongest thing.
Aspect of it and everything. I mean, so, yes, that's a validation. And you need sleep. Because they are going to mess with you.
First you sleep, and then when you've slept and you're a little more grounded, then you start working on developing these filters, which is the most important thing for you. Filters, and more filters.
Hot water under the bed tonight and go to sleep.
Yep. Lots of filters.
Great. No, I don't feel so.
Tomorrow we'll try to work with you.
Yeah, more filter.
I've been looking for this answer from someone else, for the longest time. You know what I mean?
You're going to be okay.
It's important to have that validation.
Absolutely.
See, I told you.
It's absolutely important to have the validation, sweetie. We all need that. Mm-hmm. It's so important.
You're not your head and you're not crazy. So
no, that's the most important thing you need to know. You're not crazy and you're going to be okay. That's how you start. It starts with I'm not crazy and I'm going to be okay. Then it starts with I need to sleep because I'm stuck in a 3-dimensional meat suit and I can't do anything unless I actually feed the meat suit and rest the meat suit. Then after that, I'm going to learn how to put filters in so that I don't have to take in everybody's everything, living or dead. And then I'm going to learn how to live a happy life in spite of the fact that I pick up like 100 times more input than the average human. And then you just live a happy life.
I totally feel like I'm trying to fix everyone else's bullshit. Like, I can tell them what to do and how to do it, but they never take the advice. You know what I mean?
And the end of the story is it's a happy story
like
because
that.
in the end you do figure all of that out, and then you're okay. So it's just a matter of learning to do a couple of things. Just sort of like, look, if you were a type 1 diabetic, a juvenile diabetic, you would have had to have learned from a young age how to navigate your blood sugar around so that you don't go into a coma or die. When you are a psychic medium, you have to learn how to navigate your energies, sweetheart, so that you don't completely flip out and wind up on the streets and talking to a dragon. Not that I think that everybody on the streets talking to a dragon, the dragon's not there, because a lot of times I think it is. But these are just things that are just going to start to come naturally to you, sweetie.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. So much.
Exactly. We're going to take good care of you, sweetheart.
It's so emotional. It just is like, I just feel like a weight has been lifted from me.
I'm so glad, baby. You're going to be okay. We have to end the show, but we love you and we appreciate you calling. And you, Jenny Stewart, how much do I love you? How fun was this?
Oh, I love you. Oh, sure, I love you. I love you more.
Should we do this again next week?
We should. It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it before my schedule gets too wonky, though.
What? I'm sorry?
You want to do it again before my schedule gets too wonky.
Yeah, let's try to do it next week. Let me know if that works for you. I'm going to do it next week no matter what. I will have somebody here with me next week, and I'll be doing it next week because I think this is the new face of Haunted Playground, and I'm loving it. I've been thinking about doing this with Haunted Playground for a while. And
I think it's awesome.
And now I'm really loving the idea of doing this with Haunted Playground. So if you didn't get on today and you sent me a text, I probably sent you a text back. Send me your email address or text me now, 818-437-0886. Send me your email address, and then you will be on the list to start working towards maybe doing it the next time, so I can let you know what's going on and when we're doing this next. And I do lots of fun things throughout the week. I co-host a wonderful web series called Living with the Dead with my dear friend Patty Negri. And I also co-host Dancing with Ghosts here with Rebecca Fearing on Wednesday nights. Somebody earlier in the show referred to Rebecca. So I have these wonderful, beautiful, strong, amazing psychic friends, and I love to get together with them, and then we work to help you. Jenny, where can people find you online, my friend?
PRRsociety.org or here on Facebook.
Awesome. You all, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, Jenny, for being here. Thanks for all the wonderful callers. Thanks to everybody for listening. Every week on Haunted Playground, if it's a spooky, scary, psychic, or spiritual, it belongs right here on the Haunted Playground. I am the founder of IamRaisingTheVibration.com and RaisingTheVibration.org. It's a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. Please join us. I would love that. Go there. We've got a great Facebook page. We've got a lot of Facebook presence. We're at TheVibrationNation.com. We're at AVibrationNation.com. And I have a spiritual practice at IamRaisingYourVibration.com and at SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. It's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio. You know what happens here. We're here for the spooky. We're here for the psychic. We're here for the scary. We're here for the spiritual. We're Haunted Playground. I'm your host, Sheena Metal. Till I see you next week. Keep asking those important questions that make your life better, and keep talking to ghosts. They love that. Talk to you next time.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.